I'm Kristen, and here is my top 20 favorite Christmas DIYs this year. This DIY, you'll need 6 of these crates and this espresso brown acrylic paint. You can really use any color brown acrylic paint. This is just what I had on hand, and it was about gone, so I love being able to use up what I have. And then I just add some water and mix. So if you do a lot of water, your stain will be light. If you do little water, it will just be darker. But I decided to go with this color. I liked the way it looked. And then I'm just hot gluing 3 of these crates together and then the other 3 together. And then I will combine them to make a fun little centerpiece. And then I just put in whatever type of greenery and red berries and whatever I wanted in the center of this. I think this turned out so stinking cute. Next DIY, I'll be using 4 of these cubes and 5 of these crates. These are all from Dollar Tree. And then I'm just pulling the little inserts out of the little boxes because we don't need those. But you can save them because I have used them plenty of times. So don't throw anything wooden away. There's always fun things you can do with it. And then I'm just using Waverly chalk paint to paint all the cubes or all the drawers or whatever we want to call them and all of the crates. I'd save everyone the irony of painting every single one of these, but they're all Waverly chalk paint in white, and then I just stacked them the way I wanted to have them, or set them the way I wanted to have them. We're going to be making a cute little Christmas tree. If you guys haven't seen this video, this is one of my favorites I've made. I love these crates, and I just started gluing the rows together. So the bottom 3 pieces I glued together, the crates I glued together, these little cubes I glued together, and then I end up gluing everything together once this is all done. So at the bottom, you're going to see there's a crate, a cube, a crate, and then 2 crates, 2 cubes, 1 crate, 1 cube. It just kind of, goes in a nice little row. And yeah, this is a super cute, fun little tree you can make with crates. And then I just decorated it with whatever type of ornaments I had on hand. Here's a super easy one. I grabbed some gift bags and some signs from the Dollar Tree, and I just push out the backing. These had some staples or some little nails on the back, so these are really easy to pull apart and put back together. And I just took this bag. It came in a 2-pack, which I think is great as well because you're technically paying 50 cents a bag. I love this little fa la 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 bag. I love the black and white. I think it looks really pretty, and all I did was cut the bag down to size and glued the bag to the back of the sign. And I just found a really cute ornament from Dollar General. They have a ton of cute ornaments for only $1, and I just glued this cute little stocking right to the center of this, and I think this looks perfect. This was such an easy one, but I think it has like such a cute little like modern statement to this Christmas decor. Another gift bag DIY, I'm using one of these signs with the wooden beads, gluing this little Santa right to the center of the frame, putting it all together, and that is it. And if you guys want to see a longer description, I will have all the links to the videos in the description box below. This one right here is triangle Christmas trees. I've had these little succulent triangles for, I can't even tell you how long. I feel like way too long. And I'm just pushing them out of the backs. These were a little tricky. These were made just a little bit nicer than a lot of normal Dollar Tree items that I technically find. I'm using a bag, a gift bag once again. I loved this gift bag. This came with the fa la 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 one, I think. Maybe it didn't. but it did come from either Dollar General or Dollar Tree. And then I'm just gluing these little gift bags to the backs of these triangles to make some fun little trees. Once that was done, I put these back together in the frames, and then I just added some of these little wood stems along with these like wood slices. The wood stems came from Dollar Tree a couple years ago. I just had a few left over and wanted to use the rest this year. The wood slices came from Arteza, but you can honestly find these in your backyard or Michael's or Hobby Lobby or wherever you can pick them up. Probably your backyard would be way cheaper than having your husband cut them down for you. Absolute favorite of mine is this gift bag. This was actually $2.50 from Dollar General. I didn't realize that their bags were more money than $1, so I went a little crazy with gift bags, but I loved these pieces. I wanted to make larger triangle Christmas trees, so I just cut the gift bag once again, glued them to the backs of these frames. These triangle frames have been at Dollar Tree the last couple years, and I always grab them because I know that they're going to be fun little Christmas trees to make, or you could probably put them all together. Actually, I did put them all together and made a larger Christmas tree, and that is in the same video as this one. Like I said, I'll have a Christmas playlist link in the description box below for you guys, and you can check out longer, more in-depth tutorials. This was my favorite video. I made all these little fun gingerbread DIYs. I'm just using this little tray from Dollar Tree, this Waverly chalk paint in crimson, and I'm going to be painting the entire thing. Once that was done, I added a decal with my Cricut. It was just pre-made on Cricut Design Space, and then added these little wooden gingerbreads to the center of this as well. This one is another gingerbread DIY. I'm using a crate along with this malachite. I want to say that is the name of this green paint. It's by Waverly Chalk Paint. I was going to start staining it. I started coloring it with a marker and I was like, I don't know what I was doing. So painted it green, and then I am going to be making this into a cute little gingerbread cookie crate. Then I made some really cute gingerbread snowflakes, or some faux gingerbread snowflakes. This is just with the wood ornaments from Dollar Tree and some fabric paint I actually found at Dollar Tree too. I'm just making dots, but you could do whatever you wanted, create however you create. I just thought this was easy. It was pretty time consuming because I did make 4 or 5 of these. So use my Cricut and cut out fresh baked cookies, and I just decided to put this to the center, and then I had the ornaments from Walmart and decided to add one to each side here. I think this turned out so stinking cute, and then in the end I just threw in some shredded gift bag or gift box shred. I think it's called shred filling, and added the cookies, and that is it for this one. One using 2 ornaments and some scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby, tracing out these ornaments, gluing the scrapbook paper. I don't really live by Hobby Lobby, so I think when I can find gift bags, they're really fun to use, and you know that Dollar General or Walmart even are always going to have them, whether they're in the birthday section or whatnot. But yeah, it's just another option if you cannot find scrapbook paper. And right now, buying gift bags is actually way cheaper, but I loved this like vintage scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. It is so stinking cute. I had it left over from last year, so I thought, why not use it? And I'm just using the Crimson color by Waverly, and I'm painting these wood pieces right here. These are going to go in the center of the ornaments. Then I just had these galvanized words from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to be adding Believe in Peace to the centers of these. Next one, I'll be using these jars. I picked up 2 of these using the Crimson in Waverly, and I'm just going to be painting the glass jars this red color. I love using red in my home decor, so I thought this would look perfect. And then I have these color your own ornaments from Dollar Tree as well, and I'm painting both of these as well. I just decided to go with white because they kind of go with everything, and it just kind of makes the white pop out from the red. Then I'm just using this green color. I'm not sure. I think this was just acrylic paint, Christmas tree possibly. I'm not sure, but any type of Christmas tree green will work just fine for this. And then dry brushing it with a little bit of brown paint. I'm sure I just had this using it for something else and decided to use it for these. Wrapping some twine around the jars and then adding some greenery in, and that's it for these ones. For this one, I'll be using another one of these little wood bead signs. I love how these pop right apart just like a picture frame, and I'm using these napkins, Snow Place Like Home. These are from Dollar General. And then I'm just going to be Mod Podging it right to the back of the sign. I know everyone that does decoupage or uses napkins tells you to take the ply or the 1 ply or the 2 ply or whatever ply out. I couldn't get it. And these look amazing. I made one for fall, and it was one of my favorite crafts I did, and this one is one of my favorites once again. This next one, I'll be using a thrifted item. This was $3, but I know you can pick up the sleds at Dollar Tree, the signs, which I did a DIY with those as well. But anyways, I wanted to show this one because you could definitely use items from Dollar Tree, although I did not use it for this one. So I'm just using the Waverly chalk paint in white and the Waverly chalk paint in ink and painting the entire sled. Once that is done, I decided to use a giant window cling, or I wouldn't say it was giant, but a window cling for the center of the sled, and then adding some embellishments to the top. Right, I cannot get away from crates to save my life. They are my favorite things to make crafts with. Is that the word? Is that the words I was looking for? I decided to glue all 3 of these crates together and then paint them with the Waverly chalk paint in crimson. And it just kind of saves some time, also saves some paint when you glue everything together. You don't have to paint the sides that you're going to be gluing together anyways. This worked out in my favor. I think I was actually running out of paint at this point, but I am loving the way these turned out. This is going to be a hot chocolate station, and I still have this on my counter, although I think I'm going to change it up a little bit to make our little hot chocolate station larger. I just used my Cricut and did hot chocolate station. I'm not sure of the font, but If you look in my original video, it should be in the description box below. But I always use like some DTC, I don't know what font I use. I was trying to figure it out. I use the same font every single time. I just kind of scroll through, and when it looks like this, I pick it, and it's always the same one every single time. I think I just lean towards this more than any other font. And I just added some hot chocolate, marshmallows, and candy canes, but you can add whatever you'd like. This DIY goes down in one of my favorite ones I've ever made for Christmas. I'm using this little house sign from Dollar Tree. I did a few coats of the Waverly chalk paint in white, and then I decided to cut out a decal, or I actually just typed it out on my Cricut. It probably would have been easier just to do a free printable or find something on the internet, but I went with Weeding really tiny font. This one is the Christmas in Heaven like quote that they always have, and you put a little chair next to it. It's just for your loved ones that you lost during life, I guess. And it's just a nice little Christmas thing. I think it makes everybody think of people that they wish could be around for Christmas. I'm not going to get sappy. I get sappy way too often. And this is not a channel where we like sap. So anyways, this is just one of my favorites. The rocking chair that I'm using, it came from my mom. It was just a Tractor Supply ornament she's had for a few years, and I took over on it. The wreath is from Dollar General. It came in a 3-pack, and then I'm just dry brushing around the edges in black just to give it a little bit of extra something. For these, 2 of these wooden houses from Dollar Tree, you do have to sand these. That's the only way I could get the flowers off. I'm using this malachite green paint. I love this color. It is so pretty. I love it for Christmas. And I'm just painting a house this color, and then I'm also going to be painting a house with the Waverly chalk paint in crimson. I cut out some already pre-made decals on my Cricut. I love this little tree, and it's just really simple, and that's why I liked it. The other one just says Merry Christmas, and then you can add whatever you want to the tops, or you don't have to add anything at all. This DIY, I'll be using 2 of these tag signs. One I painted with the Waverly chalk paint in white, and I am going to be using a Chalk Couture transfer. I love these silkscreen transfers. You can reuse them like up to 15 times, even more if you take care of them. And I'm just using the red chalk paste. I'm not sure what this is called. I think it's just red. It could be something different, but just plain old red is what I'm using. I love this transfer. It turned out so good. I'll leave a link in the description box for Chalk Couture if you guys want to check it out. This one, I'm just using a fun scrapbook paper that I picked up at Hobby Lobby this year, and then I am just going to be gluing the tag signs together, adding some embellishments to the top, greenery pieces, bows, flowers, whatever you choose. I think this is just a really, really cute sign piece. This next one, I'll be using 2 of these longer signs from Dollar Tree, and I just cut off the pumpkins and then added some craft sticks to the back to hold these 2 together. And I'm going to be using another window cling. This window cling was actually from Walmart, but you can always find window clings at Dollar Tree. You can always find them at Dollar General. You can find window clings everywhere. But I liked this one because it was larger. It was $1.98. I didn't know window clings were more than 98 cents. So when I seen it when I got home, I'm like, are you serious? Like $1.98? Like, I know it's not that much more than $1, but I was still shocked because usually window cleaners are always 98 cents at Walmart. And I'm just using some Mod Podge. I go over the back sides of the Mod Podge with the window cling, and I also go over the edges of the top. So I don't go over the tops 100%. You could if you chose to. I just think it always gives such like a filmy, streaky, I don't like it. So I don't really like to put Mod Podge over the top, but you could if you wanted. If you want it to last longer. I usually change up my decor every single year. So as long as it lasts this year, I will be completely fine with that. Here's the sled from Dollar Tree. I did sand it down, and I'm using the Waverly Chalk Paint in Crimson. This is my favorite color paint. I will be keeping this out as well for Valentine's Day. So let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see Valentine's Day. I don't have a ton of DIYs for it, but I do have a few ideas. So if you guys like Valentine's or you just want to see one or two Valentine's DIYs, let me know in the comments below. This is just Waverly Chalk Paint ink, good old ink chalk paint. It works. It's good. Once that is done, I'm using another silk screen transfer from Chalk Couture. I loved this one. I know all of the letters and words didn't go on here, but that was like kind of the plan. I'm just using the bright white chalk paint. Or the chalk paste, may I say. Totally mess that one up. And I'm just going over the tops, and I love the big reveal of when you're done with chalk paint, because when you pull out the transfer, it just looks so perfect and crisp and nice, and I just absolutely love using Chalk Couture. Last one, I'm using the other side of my $2.50 bag. I did not show that in the beginning, but yeah, this is the other side of the bag, or maybe the other one was the other side of the bag. Anyways, I use both sides because I paid $2.50 for this bag. I'm just using a sign from Dollar Tree, tracing out the back, this beautiful cardboard backing, tracing it from my gift bag, and then gluing it right on. I love using glue sticks. You could use whatever you prefer, but glue sticks always work for me, and you're going to be putting this back in a frame anyways, so the frame kind of holds the scrapbook paper or the gift bag or whatever you're using, so it's not even a big deal. Using these ornaments, I'm going to be using 2 packs, but only 3 of them, and then I'm going to be gluing them right to the sign. And once the gluing was done, I had this bead decor from Dollar Tree, and I ended up just cutting it to the size I wanted the sign to be, gluing it to the back side, and I have a super cute, more like modern type Christmas decor. Winter decor. This could actually be winter decor as well. You guys, let me know if you made it to the end. If you did and you like these videos, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, consider sticking around and subscribing. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!